It doesn't feel like a disaster movie. There are no explosions, no wars. It all begins with silence. She texts her boyfriend, her father, her brother, and gets no response. She goes outside and notices cars are stopped at traffic lights, but there's no one inside. The voices on the TV news, the radio, the podcasts, they've become exclusively female. Within hours, the world realizes the unimaginable. Every person with a Y chromosome has simply disappeared.
The first problem is physical. The infrastructure of the old world relied on enormous amounts of hard labor. Women are faced with the reality of repairing electrical grids, operating heavy machinery, and working in mines. At first, it seems impossible. Accidents and breakdowns occur, but then comes adaptation. Instead of brute force, they embrace intelligence and cooperation. They invent new tools, use levers and mechanisms, and work in teams to accomplish what once required a single man.
But the main problem is biological. Without man, humanity is doomed to extinction within a single generation. A desperate race against time begins. Scientists around the world are storming labs and centers in search of frozen genetic material. It is their last hope. Every viable sample found is worth its weight in gold. Humanity now depends on the legacy left in test tubes. Survival is assured, but the world is splitting. Two factions are forming. The restorers want to use the recovered material to produce males and are attempting to restore the old world. And the creators see this as an opportunity to build a new, exclusively female society, using technology to create only females. A Cold War for the future of the species begins, with the genetic code being the most valuable resource. The past lingers. Male culture, films, music, books becomes an object of study, but also a source of pain. In some communities, it is taboo, a reminder of tragedy. In others, it is idealized, creating cults of lost men. The world is trying to understand what it has lost, half of itself or the cause of many old problems. Even with the help of laboratories, humanity fell into a genetic trap. The number of unique donors is limited. With each generation, genetic diversity diminishes. Sooner or later, humanity would have disappeared, not from a catastrophe, but from a quiet decline, having become too similar to one another. The struggle delayed the inevitable, but did not avert it. A world composed only of women would have had a hard time coping, but with great difficulties, or perhaps not, everything would have depended on them. The world struggled, adapted, and created new things, but it could not overcome the fundamental law of biology. This is not a story about which gender is better or more important. It is a story about how humanity, with all its flaws and contradictions, was a single whole, and having lost one half, the other was doomed to follow.